love him as a podcaster. Unlike your man, Podcast P, I'm very adamant about who I like as far as podcasters go and just personalities. Carmelo Anthony is just killing the game.
Melo.
He breaks down the relationship between Clutch Sports and inside information or viewpoint on what it was to be in the middle of the Clutch Sports CAA beef. Leon Rose, of course, was his agent. Leon Rose is also LeBron James' agent, as well as other superstars like Allen Iverson, and also the New York factor in the middle of the CAA Clutch Sports war.
I like it because that's what wins, bro. It's team.
Yeah.
Well, you see the
culture,
bro. Culture, and
you can have a nice team.
Yeah,
you have the best niggas on the team.
Right.
But if that culture ain't right, you ain't winning nothing.
Yeah, and they just the one of the final pieces of that, they pieced it up with Clutch.
Yeah.
This week, that's big.
Yeah.
Like for Knicks fans that know what that beef is like, they don't even free agents, they don't even sniff these niggas.
Yeah.
What?
That should open it up.
Oh, so you know a different, okay, I see where you're going.
Nah,
you know some
what?
shit. Now you know
they cooking now.
Relationships are important. Right? Because to your point, like that was the best relationship at one point in time. And then it get completely fucked up, dismantled. So this is years and years and years and years of people having to pick sides and I can't talk to this person. I got like, you know what I mean? Like because everybody's in the same circle. So now to his point, to patch that energy up and come to peace and we men now and we gonna figure this out.
Hov and Nas.
I love it.
Come on, you have to because no matter what, you need New York. You 100%. Need New York. You can't go around New York. You can try to, but you got to come back here, especially when you in certain industries. When you in music, you got to come. When you in fucking sports, you got to come to New York.
Come on.
Yeah.
So if you don't have no relationship with the Knicks, you ain't got no relationship around your relationship game ain't strong around the NBA.
Right.
So I'm happy that's
big.
honorable that those parties that that came together and settled that difference because everybody is going to benefit everybody in the industry.
As a future Hall of Famer, how does that impact? You know what I mean? Like negotiations, contracts. It was. Does it make it easier or does it make it harder? Because it's like, yo, we cool.
No, it's no cool shit in business. There's no cool shit in business.
Got you.
Because there's no
put that on a shirt.
There's no loyalty in sports. So we can't be cool. This is business. This is I'm gonna help you if you help me type of shit. I'm only gonna help you if you're gonna help me, right? So we talking about in the trade situation. This is why we wait until 30 minutes before the deadline and everybody start making trades because I don't want to help you at the beginning of negotiation. We negotiate,
right?
But when it comes down to, do you really want to fuck with me? Do we really want to build this rapport for? It might be other shit that down the line that we got to work with, players, trades. So do we want to start this connection? That's why you see certain teams only deal with certain teams at a point because it's like we already have this.
It was at one point we couldn't talk to nobody with the Raptors. The Bargnani trade.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Barney Ernie, to quote Clyde Frazier.
I hate whatever.
Barney Ernie. What is he doing, folks? I remember that Bucks game like it was yesterday, dog. This nigga caught a long rebound and shot at three, bro. He might see him go. Like, what the
for too many years, like, I'm talking about for the Knicks fans that just been around, you knew that if a team was calling the Knicks, they was getting all the draft picks.
Right. I think we got the gist of that. And just what Carmelo Anthony was saying. And just as a former player, as a guy, come on, LeBron, the banana boat, partner to LeBron. Carmelo, he breaks down him and LeBron were cool from high school, from the game, the day before they played, or a couple hours before they played an actual game together ever in their life. They sat down for hours. They sat down for hours just talking about life in general, how and they clicked from the moment that they met. Obviously, being two phenoms in their own respective genres or own respective fields. And that means they know each other from 17, 18 years old. So who else knows LeBron that much better? And then you got the last 10 years of their professional career so far, or the last 10 years of their professional career. I mean, you talk about just groundbreaking changing of sports, the sports world in general. LeBron is the center of that. And he's right there to witness it because he's attached to LeBron personally, business-wise. They're attached to each other at the hip. He's playing in New York. He's playing in New York with Phil Jackson there, calling out, LeBron's posse and everything. Charles Oakley was loud about his disdain for James Dolan, how there's no way LeBron's gonna go to the Knicks. He knew about LeBron going to Miami from the November beforehand because LeBron informed him. And of course, the Pat Riley aspect of it. LeBron going to Miami. all of these things tying together against the Knicks, and it goes back to what we've all like what AllBall always stresses. Boy, oh boy, is there a lot of hate on the Knicks. As a Knicks fan, this is part of what we've had to go through. Carmelo, to break that down, what did you feel about what Carmelo just said?
It's a new day. It's a new day. It's a new day in terms of what the Knicks could potentially look like now, like going forward. At one point, certain players weren't even an option. Like we couldn't even look at certain players. We didn't even call certain players because of the representation that they had, and the relationship between CAA and Clutch was so fractured. So now to be able to mend that relationship, now it's almost like a sigh of relief for a bunch of players who probably were interested, who had some thoughts, who were like, yeah, I wouldn't mind coming to Madison Square Garden and putting on that blue and orange and being part of the New York Knicks culture and all of that. Like now we're gonna see some different things. Like I said at the beginning of what I just said, it is a new day for the New York Knicks and what we could potentially do. You know, the options that we had. At one point, we weren't allowed in that part of the grocery store to shop. You know, now we could go to that certain side of the grocery store and shop. We could look down that aisle now. So it's a new day. I love it.
Carmelo was a perfect podcaster. Mero was just too giggly for me. Joe Budden actually brought out, and there's no disrespect, he's Dominican, man. Like I just don't want to.
Love Mero.
I love him because we seen a background with him and Deezus. And Deezus and Mero was they killed the game.
Yeah.
And he broke down his beef with Deezus only because Joe Budden was there and they brought that out of him. And Carmelo sitting there with the way Carmelo asked him questions and was like, "Hey, would you guys be able to sit down like men and just have a conversation? Forget about everything else, just a conversation about life and business in general." And he just comes off, Carmelo does, beyond authentic. So I would love to take advantage of that as a content creator. Carmelo broke it down from when he first started the podcast. I've been quiet for 20 years, and I never thought about it until he said that. So I've never said anything. I've never seen the George Carl stuff, Phil Jackson stuff. I haven't even watched the D Wade interview yet, but I will do that going on live. I'm gonna probably react to it on live over here. I don't know if I'll make that Knicks Rehab or Friendly Fire, but
it's excellent, bro.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna love to watch that. Specifically the part where he's leaving Denver and he's just like, New York was never an option. Like I never forced my way there, basically. And he never said anything. And I know for someone who's just anybody who just is going through something and everyone else has a different depiction, opinion.
You. I'm cutting you off. You have always had a level of disdain for Carmelo Anthony, and now you're on your apology tour. I'm not letting you do it. Go ahead. Just admit it. Now you're going to dive into all of this Melo content and what he's doing now because you treated him wrong as a New York Knick. Just admit it.
I did not, because he signed the deal with the Nuggets, which gave the Nuggets all the leverage in the world. Don't make me go into that bag. I still don't go against what I said before about Carmelo getting traded the way he did to any team. But my point is that for someone to go through anything and basically have the media lie and everything like that, and you just go, yo, you know what? I can't win. I'm gonna just go play ball and I'm gonna do me. He has the type of temperament or the type of like stubbornness that you want from someone like a Jason Tatum, who's already locked in with a different skill set. Even Paul George with a different skill set. If they had Carmelo's confidence, they'd be the best player in the game. They'd be the best player in the game. Like Carmelo's confidence is different. He just never developed, the handle and just the different levels of skills that Jason Tatum and Paul George had, especially defensively, right? But he has the mindset that I think we all want. Like, he's a cool customer. Let's not get that twisted. And that personality explaining what happened during this time period, it's worse than we thought. he's confirming everything. Like, damn, it was that bad with the CAA thing, and I was there for it. This opens up the door for everything. And again, it shows you, anybody who doesn't understand what we went through, that we think we're just crazy paranoid Knicks fans. No, it was real. You had the best player in the game, most powerful player, in one of the most powerful in sports, definitely in basketball, wielding his power against our team.
Yep.
There's no way. This confirms there's no way possible I want LeBron James on the Knicks. He better come in for $2 million. You're not coming here. There's no favor from, like, after the last 10 years, you pulled that off and you're a part of that. I don't want to be beyond the fact that you rejected coming here, because I never went crazy over that. I didn't care because we blamed Dolan. Like that's what our narrative was. And even trading for Carmelo the way that we did, we blamed Dolan. Bro, Donnie Walsh went from the Pacers to work for the Knicks, got us out of those crazy contracts.
Cleaned it up for us.
Cleaned everything, and had us in position to even get a Carmelo Anthony, the same way we're in position right now to go get a Giannis or whatever kind of superstar we're looking for. Very similar, good not just a competitive team right now. This is not nowhere near that. This is, in my opinion, championship contender. Flea's opinion, Eastern Conference Finals contender. Donnie Walsh didn't get us quite there, but he cleaned up a bigger mess. He cleaned up a bigger mess than Leon Rose, I want to say. And it felt like James Dolan was the reason why. And he got all the blame. But boy, oh boy, does LeBron James deserve a lot of blame, because one of his best friends in basketball is confirming that for you. And stay away from us. I want nothing to do with you, LeBron James. After this, Fugazi, whatever the hell you Italians be saying. I wanted another word. Let me chill out. I know a bad word.
Relax.
I'm sorry. But I definitely wanted to point that out, Flea. I love Carmelo as a podcaster, and I love, obviously, the position that we're in as Knicks fans. He's confirming that culture and stuff like that, and just, it is what it is. It is what it is.